So I just met up with Caro here in Antwerp. It is her hometown, and we immediately arrive in one of the most beautiful buildings of Antwerp, the Central Station. The Central Station has been here since 1840 or something, but it was just a wooden building back then. And so over 100 years ago, yeah, they built this amazing thing.
All through Antwerp you'll find references to a hand, and if you're wondering why are there so many hands and why are they selling cookies in the shape of hands, like what is that all about? It is because there's a legend how Antwerp would have come to its existence. I'm sure you can say it.
Why they named Antwerp Antwerp?
Antwerp, yeah. So Antwerp in Dutch is Antwerpen. Antwerpen. And it's very close to Handwerpen, which means throwing a hand. And it comes from a legend that there used to be a big giant living in the river Schelde. And there used to be a big giant, and it would stop the boats from passing through, and they had to pay a huge toll, and he would rip them off basically, or he would kill them. And so there was a hero called Brabo, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not sure.
Brabo, I think. You'll see a statue of him later on throwing the hand. He killed the giant, cut off the hand, and threw it in the river. So then he threw the hand, Antwerpen, Antwerp. So that's why there are so many hands.
Here's the Antwerp station again. Beautiful. Well, when it was first built, there weren't a lot of buildings next to the station. But now they are. It's a really busy spot. Anyways, Antwerp has its origin in the 2nd century AD. That's when the first pottery is found anyways, and it was a Gallo-Roman village that settled here. But along the river Schelde, which Antwerp is built around, there have been found settlements of the Bronze Age with old longhouses and stuff like that. So there have been people here for a really long time. Anyways, where Antwerp is situated now and where its roots come from is from probably the first I can find is the 2nd century AD. So during the 16th century, Antwerp became the richest city of Europe, also due to its harbor. So yeah, you can still find a lot of really prominent and beautiful buildings all around the city, which I'll take you to, so stay tuned. So now we enter the Meer. With these beautiful buildings. It's the main shopping street of Antwerp, so if you want to do some shopping, this is where you should be. So when you're in Antwerp, you can spend some time here, some days, maybe even a week. Don't forget to look up. Alright, so as you can see, it is a hot, scorching hot day with blue skies. So yeah, I'm not complaining. Anyways, where we just left the central station, at the right side, there's also a zoo, which is one of the oldest zoos of Europe, founded in, I think, 1843. But it is very small. And well, yeah, those animals are just in between all the sounds and cars of the cities, and I don't really like the zoo. Especially like that, But well, if you're into it, that's the zoo. It's one of the oldest zoos. So yeah, it's still pretty cool in that regard. So we just ordered a freshly made lemonade, but it's already finished because it was really delicious. but it was 4.5 euros, so that's about $5. So I just checked Airbnb. For anybody that wants to know, you can find some place to sleep here in Antwerp in between like 50 and 70 euros. So it was a quick search. You can get yeah, probably more expensive rooms too. If you find like search a little bit, you might find something cheaper. But generally, I could find a lot of stuff in between 50 and 70 euros. Like yeah, just add 10% of that for dollars. There's some ghosts on the rooftop over there. And Antwerp has a lot of these little squares, like these little places all over the place. Yeah, that's pretty beautiful. We are here with our buddy Sam, Scaro's family.
Nice to meet you.
He lives in Antwerp or lives near Antwerp and is
I live in Antwerp.
You live in Antwerp?
I'm
All right.
originally from Antwerp as well.
All right, so we do have a local guide. Even though Caro was also born and raised here, you know, like she came to the countryside with me 6 years ago. So now we have like a local guide that's been here for a long time. So he can show us all the special spots.
Nee, maar je komt sowieso de vrouw staat met
Sam here was also with us in India, but during that time I was sick, so I didn't make a lot of vlogs. So Sam is not in one of those vlogs, but he was with us there for quite a while and we had a very good time. So yeah, check out the India vlogs if you're interested. They're on my channel. Contain some good information about budget traveling and places to visit.
Now I bring you guys to the, we call it the Wilde Zee, it's the wild sea. If you go here, it's all small streets. Not many tourists know them. But it's very nice boutiques, very nice area. Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, or the oldest bakery, I think.
Possibility.
So here is a bakery. I think it is the oldest bakery of Antwerp. They have a delicious chocolate bread. So yeah, come check it out if you want. So we just got some breaded mussels. So basically just mussels with breadcrumbs and fried. Some lemon on top and tartare sauce. Tartare sauce. I don't know what that is in English. I don't know if you get like, I don't know where that sauce is from, but it's delicious. It was 7 euros I think, right Sam?
Yeah.
So $8. So now we are going to the Bourse of Antwerp, which is a trade commodity exchange, the world's first commodity exchange, built in 1531. Yeah, Antwerp is a busy city, as you can see. And so there you have the Bourse of Antwerp. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. I just read it on the internet, man, you know. So, anyways, on top of it there it says 1872, so I don't know what the deal is. Maybe the building is from 1872. Anyway, I read that it was built in 1531, so we'll see. So yeah, this is just one of the most beautiful buildings here, man. I think these must have been some things to do business in. I don't know. Yeah, such a beautiful building, man. Look at the roofing here and all the all the geometric shapes. You can see that Antwerp in the 16th century was one of the richest cities in Europe. Over there in the distance you can see the cathedral. So this cafe right over here is the Muse, one of the oldest jazz cafes in Belgium. Well, a lot of artists started their career here. One of them also like with the blues and stuff, but also one of them was Verre Grignard, like a Flemish folk artist who had some kind of big hits. I don't know, like Ring Ring, and had a version of Drunken Sailor and stuff like that. So yeah, cool cafe. Inside is very beautiful, so yeah, go check it out. So the most famous artist slash painter from Antwerp is Peter Paul Rubens, and he helped design the church we're about to see. Which is also just insanely beautiful. So yeah, let's go check it out. Normally you can enter for free, so let's go and see. Beautiful.
But there's a lot of art. They built this later. But that's the Bourse.
Pretty cool. So this is a painting of Rubens, Peter Paul Rubens, Return of the Holy Family, painted in 1620. Yeah, some very cool streets. So that's the cathedral. We'll get a closer look, tell you more about it. First we're going to the Grote Markt, or the big marketplace, let's say. Also part of the cathedral here. But first a big marketplace, let's say, Grote Markt. So our city hall is, and there's also some beautiful houses, so I'll show you guys. So over there, City Hall, and then these are just these beautiful old buildings. If you like being transported back in time hundreds of years ago, this is a good spot, man. reminds me of The Witcher, if any of you guys ever played The Witcher 3, the game. These buildings really remind me of the game. It's just so beautiful. And so I saw you can rent apartments in these, and they're like fine. Like it's been a while, but long term, of course, it was like €1,000 a month or something. It's a lot for Belgium, kind of, for a small apartment. But you're in the middle of Antwerp, one of the most famous spots, right next to the cathedral. Over there, you can see it as it only has one tower. It's because money was finished. So the stone of the cathedral was brought in over the River Schelde, and that's why these stones are different than other churches of like near the mosque, because the stone came from a different spot. But yeah, incredibly beautiful Gothic building, and it is 123 meters high. So yeah, it is an entrance fee to get in there if you're not from Antwerp. I don't know if you have to pay if you're from Antwerp, but it's like €12 or something, so it's quite a lot just to see like a beautiful cathedral though. But yeah, crazy place. The cathedral is finished in 1559. Dat is ons in hier.
Heb je het verhaal verteld?
Ja, alleen van de. So over there, the person in the suit, you can see in front of the camera, is the mayor of Antwerp. Definitely not my favorite person. Everybody deserves love and compassion, of course, but yeah, well, he's just not somebody that spreads a lot of good thoughts, love, and kindness. So yeah, not my favorite person as a mayor, but yeah, well, what do I know, man? And here is a beautiful cathedral. Just huge. Yeah, so Sam, what do you think of Bart de Wever?
Not my favorite person in the world, but still, to be honest, when it was Corona and he was our mayor, he was one of the first mayors in Belgium that had a really relaxed Corona.
Oh yeah?
How do you say this?
Attitude.
Attitude, yeah, and plan and rules, so a lot of people could still meet up and
Oh, I didn't know that.
They kept a distance. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
I know. So we like him a little bit, but not much.
Yeah, indeed. One good deed doesn't cancel all bad deeds, and a lot of bad deeds doesn't cancel a good deed.
Exactly, and the sad thing is that actually he's a right-wing mayor, and he's not voted by actually the center of Antwerp because they're very progressive, but it's all the districts, they are more right-wing, so that's why
Yeah.
they are so big. But it could be worse.
Yeah, for sure. Now the smallest street of Antwerp. Tiny.
I don't know if you know, but they actually wanted to destroy all these houses here in the 60s and the 70s. And then there were like these guys who were businessmen, but also culturally busy. And they bought actually a lot of these places. So that's why they were not destroyed, because there was no rule in the 60s, 70s if you could demolish old buildings or not. So that's actually why we still have a lot of the old buildings, because there was no rules. From the 80s, 90s, there became rules in what you had to preserve of buildings, but before there was not.
Okay, we got very lucky.
Easily destroyed.
Yeah, because it's so beautiful. I don't want to know how much is destroyed. Ja, dat is weird, hè?
En waar heb je die gekocht?
Wat?
Waar heb
Ik heb
je
die hier naar de rollen besteld. so sad.
So it's also very typical in Antwerp that we have a lot of public statues, a lot of public art. This is actually the honor of the harbor workers, because the harbor in Antwerp is very big, but it used to be already from the Middle Ages, and they had a very hard and tough life. And so what actually what you see here is like freedom and arbeid. Wat is arbeid nou weer?
Just like hard work.
Hard
let's
work
say.
is equal to freedom, and to honor them actually, because they did a lot for the growth of the city. And the statue is of Constant Meunier, who is a famous Belgian sculptor.
Nice. Thank you, Sam.
You're welcome.
So we're now going to the oldest building in Antwerp. It's Steen. Literally translated the stone. So yeah, stay tuned. Over there you can see it. We're getting a little closer. So they started building it Steen in about 1200 AD and finished building it in 1225. So in 25 years they built this castle. I'm not gonna show you guys, but on the other side they put like a completely new age modern building against the castle to like
Like a hotel for the people of the cruise.
yeah, welcome people from the cruises and stuff. So that's one of the shitty decisions, in my personal opinion, this mayor made.
And then we see another important figure in the history of Antwerp. Right, Sam? Tell us about it.
The Langebapper was actually
It's this statue.
there was a giant in the Middle Ages who actually he asked how do you say this, for toll, for
A
like
toll, yeah.
toll, yeah, if you would, because you see the river Scheldt, and if you would like go with a boat here, Langebapper would put his left foot on the right bank, which we are now, his right foot on the left bank, which is across, and then if you would not pay toll, he would take the ship and destroy it completely and tear you apart.
So yeah,
So that's the
Fun
the
guy.
giant I was talking about earlier, but what's his name?
Nee, je hebt Antigone en Langebapper.
Ah, that's two different giants.
Two different giants.
So now we're entering the castle. It's actually the first time I come in here. So now we're walking towards the other side, and as you can see, they put this against it. This strange looking thing.
I love the wooden
So-
bridge here.
They build it like it's almost like it's very like
Color
the
is
same vibe, so
similar.
that's a good thing. But yeah, as you can see, it's very modern.
Anyway, I love this wooden bridge here.
Yeah.
Really cool.
So the castle is beautiful, obviously. So we'll see.
This is the end of our Antwerp tour. We might come back in a future video and show you guys some more. But I tried to put a lot of stuff in. Took us a few hours to go around, but you can see a lot more. You can probably spend some days here. Well, anyways, if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video with your friends. Whatever it is, it all helps out. See you guys in the next video.